All right. Hey, Acting Young Methodist Church, I wanted to give you a quick update on an opportunity I presented in November 21st email about end of year giving. We have an opportunity this year through end of year giving to end the year financially with $1 more of income than in expenses, and that's huge. For the first time in over 10 years, we're in a position where we can actually end the year with a positive balance, which will produce great momentum moving into the new year. That's a great testament to what God's been doing through you and through the life of this church. And I'm so thankful. And I really do think that we can do it. For those of you who have given already to the church and continue to do so, and you do so sacrificially and you do it with planning, and you're very willing to do that because you want to be a part of what God is doing, no matter what the amount is, I just want to tell you thank you. It makes a huge difference. If you look over my shoulder, you'll see that every dollar that you give, there's actually a person behind it. Whether that's inside the church or outside the church, for those of you who've chosen to give to your spiritual family to support those vows that you made when you joined the church, I just want to tell you thank you. It makes such a huge difference. If you have not yet given to the church and you consider this your church family, will you consider what that means for you? Now, I understand that some of you cannot. If the choice is between giving to the church and buying food or getting clothes for your kids, you need to buy food and get clothes for your kids. I get that. And you're still very much a part of your family. And we would love for you to help with the church through your service and through your prayer. So I get it. Others of you haven't given because you didn't know that's a really big deal. Maybe this is the first church you've been a part of, or maybe no one's talked to you about giving or tithing before. If that's where you are, I get it. We're glad that you're here. But I want to take this as an opportunity to invite you to consider giving financially to your faith family so more people's lives can be transformed. It not only impacts them, but it impacts you. That's what we do as people of faith. And for those of you who are part of this church family, you love this church, this is your church, you have been a part of this church for a long time, but you haven't given to the church yet this year to our general budget, would you please consider what it means for you to be a part of this church family? We need you. We're in this with one another and with God. And we all want to be a part of what God is doing. I'm a big believer that the church is God's idea. Christ is the head, and we play follow the leader. Let's do it together. You have by the end of December, so December 31st, to make your gift to the church so we can be everything that God wants us to be, not only for ourselves, but in this community and beyond. Let's do this thing together. I'm so thankful for all of you. Thank you for everything that you've done. I look forward to what God's going to do through the remaining part of this month and year, and I'm really excited about what's ahead in 2020. Let's go into it together.